I love your definition of a tribe. Tribe, it's like you wrote it in your book. It's me versus you. It's I'm right, and of course you are wrong, and you don't understand that you're wrong.
Yeah.
and I defend my position. So that's my identity. That's my tribe.
Yes.
So here's what I believe, and this is really interesting in your opinion. What I believe, if my tribe is very close to the other tribe, let's say I'm Swiss, negotiating with someone from Italy, almost same values. If I'm negotiating, let's say in the Middle East, where my value system, my beliefs are completely different to the others.
Yeah.
What I believe. In this situation, it's possible to analyze the motivation, the interest of my negotiation partner. In this in this system, it's not possible. I think it's not possible to understand the other side because you can't, and you pretend to the other side that you're interested in their interest, but you can't. And then you pretend something which you can't deliver, and then they're so disappointed. And I think it's better to say, well, this is your world and this is my world. I can't understand you anyway, and I don't want to understand you, and you don't need to understand me. The target here is not to understand the other party. The target is to solve this conflict, which is a completely different approach.
Well, let me make sure I understand what you're saying, though. So if two people are doing a business deal, and they're from very different cultural backgrounds, the notion is, I'll never be able to fully understand them. I shouldn't even try. The goal is simply to negotiate an agreement. I think that's true, but I'm also sitting, well, if we are sitting nowadays with an actual person, I'm sitting with a human being. To what extent is that individual going to share information with me? To what extent am I going to share information with them? How loyal am I going to be to this agreement that we've put together? How loyal am I going to be to you? If I see you as a distant stereotype, you're from Mars and I'm from Venus, and you're just totally different. I have there's no trust in the relationship. I am not going to share very much. If my boss starts to pressure me more, I'm going to say, I don't have your back in any sort of way. The moment I start to learn about you, Matthias, as a person, about your own background in law enforcement, about your own family, about all of your incredible work around the world, maybe we've grown up in different locations, but now I see you in a different light. That the relationship is always important.
Okay.
It may be much less important if there's a ticking bomb, and it's going to go off in 5 minutes. I don't want to spend 5 minutes becoming your best friends.
Okay.
But in most business situations, in most political situations, would I advocate for people trying to build a relationship or to ignore the relationship? Build it. How do you build it? It's by getting to know the other and by revealing something about self. It requires a certain level of vulnerability. I can talk with you about the traffic in Boston or in Zurich. That's one thing. But once we start moving toward family or toward your dreams, what you want to do in your next career, and me too, that brings us to a wholly different domain. I have found that to be the source of it's the greatest source of power